Welcome, class, to one of the interviews that I've been doing in Costa Rica. Hey, sitting now with me, we have my Spanish professor, Miss Anita.
Hi, everybody.
She's going to be sharing with us some features about Costa Rican culture. So let's get to it. Okay. So first, I'm going to start off with culture.
Okay, great.
In your words, can you describe Costa Rican culture or Tico culture?
The people used to say Costa Rica is a pura vida country. And now we're kind of famous because we're the happiest country in the world. What I can say is Costa Rica is a country of contradictions. That's the best thing, the best word that I can use in order to describe Costa Rica. Because you can find the nicest people in the world, but the most selfish people at the same time. And the best example maybe is drivers. Because when drivers are in the street, they forget they have 100 people around them. Not just drivers, also, I don't know the word in English, but people who walks, pedestrians. Thank you so much. I learned English by myself, sorry for my English, by the way. So they forget there are children or moms or people who has to work or people who has family. They forget everything when they are in driving. When you are in a bar talking with the same driver, you're gonna believe is the most nicest and smart people in the world. So I cannot understand how the happiest country in the world, the nicest people in the world, at the same time is selfish people in so many situations. Also, another example is garbage in the streets, for example. Because if you go to an individual house, you're gonna find people who love cleaning houses, and we are the country with one of the best, how can I say, health systems in the world. But if you are in the street, you're gonna find thousands of garbage there, but the people don't care because it's not my house, it's not my place, so I cannot get it. It's just the way everything works here. You have to wait 3 hours in the bank, 5 hours in emergency in the hospitals, but everything works at the same time. So,
but the hospital's free.
Not exactly free. It's 9.17% over your salary.
Wow.
That's what it costs. But at the same time, it depends also on your social class, because I am medium high class, my family belongs to the medium high class, so I pay my insurance every month, but I almost never use it because I don't want to wait 3 hours in emergency with my daughter or also with me. It depends on the case, sorry, but so we are paying for insurance, but we never use it. So we're paying for low class, and I pay for a private doctor, which is really, really, really expensive. It's like $100 the first appointment, or every appointment with the doctor it costs maybe $100. Maybe for United States it's not a lot of money, but for us it's too much. And you spend like maybe 10 minutes with the doctor in the office doctor, so it's kind of expensive. And when you think like maybe what you pay in the doctor multiply by 3 is the salary of a lot of people. Is like really the lowest salary is like Yeah, $150. But that's not exactly the legal salary. But for example,
150 like a month?
immigrants, yeah, per month. So for example, legal people maybe is making some money like that, or woman, that's the plural form. Women who clean houses, they used to earn like $150 per month. Yeah. So what is Costa Rica? The culture of Costa Rica is the contradiction culture, because we are the country where the government spends more money in education. Our government invests 9% over the, I don't know the word, the total capital of the government. 9% in education. We are over United States because we don't have army. So then you can explain that. That's another story. And so why the most educated people at the same time is the most selfish people in the world? But every foreign person who visits Costa Rica is gonna think, I love this country, everything. So I really don't get it. Yeah, pura vida lifestyle. Yeah. So I really don't get it, how it works, but it works. I don't know how long this is gonna be, because the world is changing right now, and we have to move forward. And yeah, I think sometimes we have to realize we cannot stay like in the Costa Rica of 100 years ago. We have to move. It doesn't mean that we have to change, that we are nice and we are, happy. We don't need to change, but I think we need to think more about community work, teamwork. And it's something that what's the noun for selfish?
Selfish.
Is the same noun, the same adjective? There is no
Yeah,
selfish or
a person, a
no,
selfish
yeah.
person, or
No, but the
to
concept.
be selfish.
That the concept, like loneliness.
Yeah, like selfish is seriously.
Okay.
Use the word the same way. We know English doesn't make
The
sense.
selfish in some way, it's gonna kill us at some point. Now we have no more space for cars. There is more garbage than people in the streets. We have holes, not streets. We have more holes than streets. You know what I mean? So I think at some point we need to change this pura vida lifestyle, because it's gonna kill us at some point. Probably soon. Well, maybe I'm too pessimist.
Soon.
Yeah.
You're living in that soon future.
No. It's because maybe I'm too frustrated right now, because we talk about the political and economical situation right now is pretty bad here. So maybe I'm just disappointed right now. Maybe in 2 or 3 years I'm going to think different. But right now, if you talk not just with me, with any Costa Rican person, maybe they're gonna say something not the same, but they're gonna feel the same way. We are so disappointed right now. The situation is so sad for us right now. So maybe that's why I'm not thinking in good things for futures. Maybe we just have to wait.
How is the government structured here? So there is a central government?
Yeah, we have a central democratic government. Yeah. Fraud is not something that we know. No. We have a government, we call it, I don't know how to say this in English, Poder Legislativo, which is the president with the ministers.
Okay.
Mhm. Then we have the Congress. It's supposed the government is over the Congress, but it's not true. All the decisions are made by the Congress. Yes, right. Okay. And then we have the court with all the judge and other political jobs and things like that. So we have three powers. We have a central government. It's a really small country, so we cannot talk about federal government or what's it?
State.
It's state government. Yeah. We vote. Every person who is older than 18 is able to vote, and it's a obligation to vote. It's both, but also it's an obligation for politicians don't steal money, but they don't do that. So a lot of people now is thinking, if you're going to steal my money, I'm going to not vote. So now next year, and actually February 2nd, we have elections, president elections, and the numbers now is like 40% of the Costa Rican people who is able to vote. Maybe it's not going to do it. It's too much. Now in the Costa Rican history, actually we have around like 30% people who don't, who doesn't vote.
That's still high.
But that-
70%
yeah.
voting? Oof. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I know, but this year or next year, I don't know how it's gonna be. I really don't know how it's gonna be. Actually, right now, I don't have a candidate. I don't have I don't know. I don't know programs right now. I haven't read anything because still now the what's the word? The groups, the parties,
The parties.
parties are deciding who is going to be the new proposal.
Nominee
So
now? Wow.
they just decided right
And you
now.
guys vote in February? Nice.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I have no person for president. Maybe we can do it as Belgium. Yeah. Manage the country without a president. Why not? If Belgium is able to do it, why not us?
Es posible.
Yeah. I think maybe it's a good idea. At least for Belgium, it's working.
Is the president one of those officials that is usually corrupt, or is it just the lower level Congress people? mayors,
Now
and
in our, how can I say, current government is everybody.
stuff? Oh, wow.
Not just the president, it's everybody. I mean, I'm not saying there are the only people who brought money. No. I mean, politician is always corrupt.
Sound like an American.
Yeah.
That's one of our sayings.
Yeah.
Politicians are always corrupt.
Yeah. But this year has been the worst year or the worst government in corruption because they do it in our face and they don't care what we say, and the government is not punishing the people. So you can see just I don't have anything against lawyer, but it's supposed if you are in the government, you need a lot of, how can I say, diplomas or studies or things. So you can see really this low-level lawyer, no more studies. So he is managing the building of one of the most important streets in Costa Rica. So they still like 15,000 million colones. but it's because he has stocks in one of the building companies and he's a really good friend of the president. So you think, okay, at the end when they discover all the monkey, can I say monkey business? I don't want to use that. When the people discover all this monkey business, it's like, oh no, crying on the TV. And it's like, are you thinking I'm stupid? We call it crocodile tears because crocodiles don't cry. So with that crocodile tears in the TV, I never will damage my country. This situation is affecting my family. Yeah, it's affecting your family now. You have a tennis campus in your house. And a lot of people now in the north side of Costa Rica, on the north border, now they have no street. They have just destroyed land around their houses. Yeah, it's affecting your family, but not other families. No, don't worry. All the animals we lost, the trees we lost. No, that's not affecting your family because at the end you have like 5,000 colones in your millions of 5,000 million colones in your pocket. So when you destroy all the nature here, when we live without no oxygen, you can move to other countries. Of course, it's affecting your family. So, and all the people is covering, yeah, can I say cover, like protecting the president, which is the first responsible of this all this crazy corrupting situation because she is the one who let these people do whatever they want because it's my friend. So it's like really annoying situation. So the thing is corruption. I don't know how to say this. It makes sense in Spanish, but let me think how to say it. Corruption in our political system is institutionalizada. I don't know how to say it in English.
Institutional.
That's the thing here. Yeah, and actually, this government has been qualified, and not for the people. I'm talking about professional, expert people. This government has been qualified as the worst government in the whole Costa Rican history.
Wow.
It haven't finished yet. and the people who knows anthropologists, politologists, economists, people, professional people, they already called this government, qualified this government as the worst in the whole Costa Rican history. It haven't finished yet. That's the most funny thing.
I have to ask, does it matter the gender of the president? Like, is it a perceived failure because it's a woman too?
I think it's gonna be consequence, yeah. It will be consequence for a woman because it's the first Costa Rican woman president. Yeah, it's the first one, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be
First
really
woman
bad.
in the worst government.
But it's not a coincidence. It really is the worst government in the history. It's not because she's a woman.
It's just because
It is. It's the worst government. And maybe it's not, yeah, it's her fault.
But it's the president's fault, not necessarily her being a female.
What I mean, because my mom all the time said, it's not because of her, it's because the people who is around her. Yeah, she told them. So it's her fault. And of course, the other people's fault as well, yeah, of course. But she's the one who called them to work for the people, which a democratic government has to be. You're working for the people. Because the people, for the people. Yeah, I know. It's a pretty famous phrase. And actually, the power in a democratic government, it should be people power, not central government power. But not for her. I don't know where she's studying. Maybe not from university, but maybe not here in Costa
Maybe
Rica.
the people around her. She's known them for a long time.
So
I would give you a branch of government.
please, dictatorial branch. Where I can do something with people that I don't like.
Okay, that sounds dangerous.
I'm kidding. I used to make jokes like this, ask her in class all the time. No, the thing is, now a lot of people, especially my generation, is thinking maybe violence is a solution. A lot of things, it's pretty sad. When you think you are in a country like Costa Rica, which is pretty famous because we are a really peaceful country and, the happiest country in the world. It's kind of sad to hear people, especially in my generation, thinking, we should kill some people. She must be killed. And it's like, what? But when we start to make jokes like, yeah, I don't understand how she's not dead yet. But in some point, it's like 50-50 the joke, because we're so angry, we're so frustrated, I really would like to have a really better English in order to have more words to say how sad, how angry we feel like, can I say, tie hands? Like, we really believe right now we don't have any chance to do something. And maybe the thing is, we are wondering if it's too late. Maybe. Now it's black the computer.
No, it's still recording.
I'm not good with computers. We're wondering maybe it's too late. We have some chance in the future, because I'm not saying all the corruption was here. It's just a consequence of a really long history with corruption, but the last 4 years has been the eclosion, it's a word? I just made it up. Eclosion of the corruption in Costa Rica, and it's easy, you just have to write like political situation, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna find on the internet a lot of bad comments for the president. It's pretty sad. Actually, I don't understand why Obama came to Costa Rica.
Obama came to Costa Rica?
Yeah, this year.
It's so sad that the international community knows way more about my president.
It was pretty sad for us because our country was military side for 2 days because Obama was here. So we never used to see people, police with big guns in the street, and they closed a big size of San Jose. Maybe Obama never crossed that side, but it was closed just because Obama was like the places where Obama was. There were a lot of, the word shooters?
The helicopters?
No, just the people.
Oh, the
what's the word?
Sharpshooters.
And we were like, so if you need all these things, why are you coming here? So at least I know a lot of people were like, oh, that's so cool, the beast, the car of Obama and things like that. A lot of people at the street. I didn't like it. I mean, I like Obama. I have no problem with him. We're really good friends. I used to call him every week, asking him, "How was this week?"
Go get coffee together.
Yeah, yeah. But I didn't like the changes just because he was here. If you're coming to Costa Rica, we have no army here, so
Why bring one?
yeah, exactly. Why you have to show yours? Isn't
He's just
necessary.
scared. You know, they kill American presidents.
Yeah, I know, but not in Costa Rica.
He's just scared.
So why are you traveling?
He has to.
No.
That's the American contradiction.
Yeah. And also the American dream is a contradiction, especially
Yes, it
right
is.
now.
Yes,
Huh?
Always. Was never true.
Yeah.
All right, since you are a Spanish teacher, I want to ask you about language. You studied language in school as well. What are unique sort of things about the language in Costa Rica?
Okay, the first language is Spanish. I think our constitution still says Spanish is the official language, which it is actually. But what a lot of people doesn't know is also you can find a kind of English Creole here in the Caribbean side, which I cannot speak, but I know you like it, and maybe you understand because your first language is English. When I hear this Creole, the name is Macateliu. The name of the Creole is Macateliu.
I kept forgetting how to say.
Yeah, Macateliu. Actually, I understand sometimes what they are saying because I'm able to recognize some English words. But the rest is like, what the heck are you talking? Because I don't get a word. So actually, some people think in Costa Rica the people it's just one language country, but it not. It isn't. It's not because if you talk with people from the Caribbean, they actually are bilinguals because they speak this Creole, they talk this Creole, and at the same time they speak Spanish very well, the same as me. And also we still have some indigenous languages, is the way to call it, and we're trying to bring it back because the Spanish process was pretty bad for indigenous cultures in the whole continent. Anthropologists actually they don't know for sure if we have a big indigenous population in Costa Rica or there was a few because there is no documents in order to prove if there was a lot of people here or not. Now we know there was a lot of indigenous languages, but now are lost. Indigenous languages has no writing. That's the word writing. So it's hard to recover. But there are some language I think is the one who has the language which has more speakers. I think is Bribri. It's an area we share with Panama. It's always in the south side of Costa Rica. The language was recovered by two linguistics professional, which is really good. One was my teacher, linguistic teacher. And now a lot of people from indigenous communities are coming to Costa Rica, to San Jose, and studying. So they go back to their communities and they're working as a teacher. So they are teaching biology or mathematics in indigenous languages. So that's pretty nice. So
is this the one close to Puerto Viejo?
there are so many. There are so many.
I think I went by one.
small ones, but
It's like a tourist location to go to the reservation.
yeah. Actually, they're making money thanks to the tourists because they dance or they do purses or bracelets or things they sell to other people. That's the sad part. They sell it really cheap to other people, and these people are selling these things in the souvenirs markets, and a lot of people is helping. So they are just selling the indigenous stuff in order to help, and some communities are able to walk every day to the street or market, so they sell their stuff by themselves, so they make some money. But in some places, which is something that I love, they don't speak Spanish. Really far away reservations, they don't speak Spanish. They just get like some words. They just speak the indigenous language, and I really like. I don't understand a word. I don't care, but I love to hear indigenous languages, like making a travel in time and to figure out how Costa Rica was. Maybe not too long, maybe like 200 years ago, 100 years ago. So it's really nice, and when they speak Spanish, they speak different to me because I'm from San Jose, so I have the prestigious accent, and yeah, you know, every language has a prestigious area linguistically, not just socially and economic way, just also in a linguistic way. So I really like to hear indigenous people, and I really like to see them speaking in their own language because I don't understand a word, and I really want to learn the language. And it's like, what are you saying? You have concepts that I don't have. So it's really interesting, and I love. So I really like the idea that some people is not speaking Spanish. I know it's my language and it's the way I make money, but I see it as a linguistic, not as a normal person. It's in a linguistic perspective. It's really nice. And now we have a lot of people from all around the world living here. So pretty much you can find the most important languages in Costa Rica. A lot of people is speaking English now. Actually, you can hear English wherever you are. In some places, the student wants to practice Spanish and they're not able to because the people who wants to practice their English. So it's like, no, the people is here looking for Spanish, but the people is looking for spaces in order to practice what they are learning, which is English. We study in our public educational system, I don't know the word. We are studying English from kindergarten, so it means a kid now is studying English for 11 years in their lives. So it's too much. Because at the end you're not able to say a word. So they can say words like the colors and
this is true.
You know, it's like people who study Spanish in the United States, you know? They study Spanish for 11 years and they come here and we have to cross the school and say, you are a beginner. But I already know the subjunctive. Yeah, maybe, but you're not able to use it. I cannot hear it. So, maybe I'm being mean, you know, because I'm a language teacher. So I can see how my students are able to speak in 1 month. I can see the progress in just 1 week. So it's pretty sad to think that kids here are spending 11 years of their lives studying a language that at the end they're not able to use. So it's like, "Ugh." And when I think I learn English by myself and I'm able to speak more, the people who really study the language is like, are you stupid or what? What are you doing with your life? But when you think in the teachers, it's like, yeah, whatever. So, yeah. But now you're able to study German, Japanese, Chinese now is really popular right now because all the Chinese fashion now. So, yeah. What else?
I'm literally thinking of algo chino.
Yeah, something Chino. Actually, you visit one. I know we have a big Chinese community here because they arrived to Costa Rica. What year was? 50s or 60s? Wait. Momento, mi amigo me espera. Wait. And I don't remember 50s maybe or last 19th century, I think. I forget the years, but we have a big Chinese immigration when the government, no, not the government, the banana company was building the what's the word, the train?
Train railroad?
So they brought, is the word that's coming, they brought, yeah, thank you, a lot of Chinese as slaves. So they established, I want to use that word a long time ago. They established, the most of them established in the Caribbean side. So you still now you can go there and you can find this really crazy mixture between how can I say? I don't know which is the right word. In Costa Rica, negro. So because no hay problema. Personas negras and Chinese people. Actually, they stay together. They don't mix a lot. But now they're mixed with Costa Rican people. So now they are spread all around the country. And yeah, we have a big community of Chinese people. Like I don't know how many generations, but we don't see them as a Chinese people. For us, it's Costa Rican people. It's Costa Rica in that sense, in that topic. Not just the languages. Costa Rica, I think, I believe, I want to believe Costa Rica, it's a really open country to cultures. We don't think you are from Limon, no, you are Costa Rican, that's it. I really don't care. I hope so.
I'm getting some looks.
No, but you're crazy, you know.
This is true.
So, sorry, but I cannot take that from you. And, you are my student, so I can do that kind of stuff.
I'm probably excited about that.
And, I told you the story of my best friend. I mean, she's my sister and she looks exactly like you. And for me, she's not different. She's just my best friend and that's all I care, and also for my family. I don't know, because I told you, maybe it's because my family never teach me to see differences between people. Because if I have to do that, if I have to see people different, I have to start in my own family. And I'm not going to discriminate my cousins or my uncles or my, no. So maybe if I were in the Caribbean side, or maybe if I were from the Caribbean side, or from Guanacaste, or from Punta Arenas, or from a rural side in Costa Rica, maybe I were able to see that kind of things, but when I'm saying, I'm not mean bad, so I don't want to be misunderstood. I am from San Jose. So the people around San Jose wants to come here and they want to be like people from San Jose. So I maybe it's because more a family value that I don't have to see people different. I really don't care about that kind of things because in my world these kind of things never exist. Maybe it's a family thing. I really don't know. I cannot see it. So maybe it will be interesting the perspective from someone from the Caribbean side or from Guanacaste side because some people said like people from Guanacaste the same like people from Nicaragua. I have heard something like that or we make jokes all the time about people from Cartago. I do it. Because I'm here Cartago.
Guanacaste was once Nicaragua, right?
Yeah, but they decide to belong to Costa Rica. But you know, it's not about the color because the most of people, for example, in Cartago, they're like whiter than me. You know, and we still like, no, yeah, but you're from Cartago. I really don't care your color. But that's what I mean. We made jokes, so I'm not saying Costa Rica is perfect about that kind of things because in Central America there is this stereotype about Costa Ricans are the Argentinians from Latin America. In Central America, we are the Europeans in Central America, but that applies for all Costa Rica. In Central America, people believe Costa Rican people is really arrogant, and maybe we are. Maybe we are, but for me it's hard to see because I'm inside the arrogant area. So
And you weren't raised with those beliefs.
Yeah, when the people say that, I'm like, no, we don't. We're not arrogant. And when the people say, how's the weather in Costa Rica? Oh, it's wonderful, you know. How's education in Costa Rica? If you compare it with your country, it's amazing. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Cool.
Understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe we are. But at the same time, it's true. If I compare the Costa Rican things with other things in Central America, we're paradise. That is true, we have a better weather than the other countries. You're gonna see it, you're not to El Salvador. Hopefully we don't have a hurricane in El Salvador next week because it used to be pretty bad, pretty strong.
Why
It's
would
pretty
you even
destructive.
say that? You know I'm paranoid. I've been having nightmares all
I don't know the weather prediction. No, but there is no storm now in the ocean. Don't worry.
You can't take it back now.
El Salvador is pretty hot. Yeah, it's hotter than Costa Rica. What I can do? You know what I mean? That I am really blessed because that's my personal experience. I'm really blessed. I have a wonderful family. I had the chance to study. I have the chance to work. I'm not gonna lose my job, at least not this year. I'm able to I don't know next year, but at least for this year I know I have a job. That I have the chance to pay a private doctor for my daughter. You know, I am really, really, really blessed. So maybe my world is like a Disneyland because I don't have to work, but it doesn't mean that I have to work. I mean, I have to work a lot, I have to save money, I have to decide what is important. I'm not wasting my money. I have no credit card because I think it's a really, really bad idea. I have to study in order to have this job. It's not that I find my diploma in a cornflakes box as a gift.
That would have been cool.
I mean, I have to work a lot in order to have what I have. And I know if I want to have a little bit more, I have to work more. And that's what I'm teaching to my daughter. And that's why my parents teach me. Because my parents comes from a generation which was not able to, I mean, they make money without studying, so they want their kids to study. So that's what I went to the university. And I knew if I want to have a safe job and have more job opportunities, I had to go to the public university. So when I was in high school, I was really studying because I really want to go to the public university, which is for free if you compare with the United States. University is for free. And I got a scholarship because I got really good grades. And since now my daughter is just 11, but every time I have the chance, I say, try to go to the public university because I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay a private university. And also the word university here, so go to a public university and you're going to be proud of yourself. So in my case, I'm not saying Costa Rica is perfect. I'm not saying my life is perfect, but at least they teach me to have perspective and see the good things and the bad things of Costa Rica. That's what I'm saying. The first thing that I feel is Costa Rica, it's a contradiction because I really don't get it. I have been in Germany and everything there is so it makes sense what they are, how they are, but in Costa Rica, anything makes sense. So I really don't know how we work, how we do it at the end. That's Costa Rica. You have been here how long?
7 weeks.
So
7 very long weeks.
yeah, I know, but you know what I'm saying is true. It's just a crazy country.
I don't know if an American should ever give their opinion on anywhere else.
It's your experience when I'm asking you to, not your American opinion.
We're pretty tight wound, so that's what I'm saying. We don't have a great
American
perspective.
people love Costa Rica.
Rich American people who have leisure time and leisure money must think this is paradise.
Yeah, that's a good point. My students say I have a lot of money, but not every American student. So they still love Costa Rica. They still love Costa Rica. I don't know what, something is weird in this country because I have traveled in Central America, I have been in Mexico and also in Germany. I love Mexico for traveling, it's wonderful, but not for living. I love Germany. God, the Germans are so handsome. German guys, they're so handsome. But the people is so sad. Central America is wonderful, beautiful views, amazing people, wonderful food. But I cannot see myself living in other place than Costa Rica. I know how bad is everything here right now, but there is something here. I cannot explain what is. I really cannot explain, but there is something here, some kind of energy, weird energy that you're not going to find it in other place. And
It's home.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I told you just that. Okay, good. He's looking for books. Good. Look one for me. Look. Sorry, with my friend, he has been waiting for me 1 hour right now. That's Costa Rican Cultura's way. That's Tica time. Look, one for. I wrote die. For me. And yeah, that's Tica time. People has to wait 1 hour or more for everybody. I hate that, but now he didn't know I have. No, he knows I'm in an interview. And yeah, I don't know if there's something here, not just home, because I think if you have your family with you, you can build a home everywhere. For a while, when I was living in El Salvador, I felt I had my home there, and in some way, I still feel that. I had really good times there. And remember, my daughter is half Salvadorian, and she has family there. But yeah, maybe it's because it's a contradiction. We are the country where all universal physical laws are destroyed. So maybe that's why people love to be here and nobody understanding. You don't have to understand. That's the weird thing in Costa Rica. The things are the way you are, and you don't have to understand. Yeah, I know it's weird. Don't look at me with that face. It's weird because I've been here for 7 weeks. You know it's true. You know it's true. You have so smart people here, and you don't understand why this country is just stuck in time. You know what I mean? It's just I don't understand, and I live here.
You love here.
Yeah, but at the same time, I want to move to Germany. But when I am in Germany, I miss all the noise in the streets. I miss my neighbor with the music, with the high volume, which I hate at the same time. When I'm in front of my house watching a movie, and my neighbor is with his rancheras that all San Jose is able to hear. Oh, reggaeton. Oh my god, the reggaeton. Which I hate more than the high volume. But when I was in Germany with all that silence, I started to miss my neighbor. I was thinking I'm crazy. That was so silent there in Germany, and I was like, please, somebody smile me in the street. Please, I felt like, how do you, homeless? You know, like, I was almost asking to the people, please, can you smile to me? Like a real smile, not German smile. Real smile.
What is a German smile?
They don't smile. That's the thing. Like a smile from your heart, because you're walking here on the street and the people just look at you and smile. And, you know, it's a honest smiling. So it's like that kind of priceless things you're gonna find here that you're gonna find maybe in that other place. I don't know. It's that you are sick, and also the neighbor that you don't like is gonna knock your house and say, how are you? Are you getting better? I'm really glad you're back home. And maybe you hate your neighbor, and maybe your neighbor hates you. But that question, it's pretty honest. I really care about you. I don't like you, but I care about you. It's like, I don't know, it's something that you're not, it's not the cake. You know, the American tradition when you are new, a cake. No, we don't make cakes. We don't do that kind of stuff. It's something more from your heart, from your. So that's what I love from the people here. Yeah, when I was in Germany, I was really missing my noisy neighbors, the people selling stuff in the street, and the things that I like more in Germany was the lonely stone guy playing the guitar, and he was just smiling to everybody. He was completely high, but but at least he was smiling, you know. Actually, I have a picture with him. This is the first person who smiled to me in Germany, and you realize that you don't need all that expensive clothes and all that kind of stuff, because at the end of life is another kind of things. Or maybe in Costa Rica we are too emotional, maybe, and we care about other kind of things.
I don't think of that as a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, maybe just the way we are. It's just, yeah, yeah. But also when I was in El Salvador, at the same time, I missed that kind of, the same thing that I miss in Germany. And the people in El Salvador is warmer than, I said it right, because I don't know comparative history. I don't know when I have to use ER and when I have to use EST, so it's okay. People in El Salvador is warmer than people in Germany, but I miss the same thing that I miss when I was in Germany. So maybe it's that, I don't know why, which every place and every person has. Yeah, yeah, maybe. Something is for sure. Whatever you want in Costa Rica, you're gonna find someone honest who's gonna help you. That's for sure. It doesn't matter where you are. And the smile is gonna be always honest. That's for sure. The people look at you when it's walking to your eyes. Have you seen that? Have you realized that? When you, not because you're too tall.
That's cool.
That's why you're too tall, so you don't realize, because where you see everything is cold. Actually, I think some people ask you, "Hey, Paris, is cold there?" You're too tall. You know, Costa Rica people is really, really small. So maybe that's why you don't realize the people is looking at you to your eyes. Because my student, why are people here is looking at you? Because we want to say hi in some way. Really? Yeah. We're not like you. Especially European people. We're so sad. Yeah. But they are. It's amazing. And they don't have the concept of just say good morning because you want to say good morning to someone else. It's a really nice wish. Why not? They don't have that concept. It's hard to me to understand why you cannot say buenos dias to the bus driver. For me, it's so normal. He's taking me to my job every day, where I'm not gonna say buenos dias. It's a really nice wish. If he's okay, I'm gonna be okay, and I'm gonna get to my job. You know what I mean? We need everybody. So maybe the person before me in the bus was really mean with the driver, so maybe my smile, my wish is gonna make his day, and he's gonna think, well, okay, at least there is one person in this world who wants to be nice with me. He's gonna feel better. You know, that kind of things, that small things. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing about Costa Rica. We love small things. Yeah, but what everybody is the small. It's a we love small things because we are small. You miss me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what else? I have a friend
No, that's it.
start being
That's it.
really patient. You see how nice Costa Rica people is? My friend has been waiting for me for more than 1 hour now.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
Ciao.
chao, chao. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.
Adiós.